Welcome to the RFOX AMA, everyone. I'm Lenny Clifford, your AMA interview anchor, coming to you from the RFOX Vault with CEO and co-founder Benny Fairbank. It's good to see you again, Benny. How you going?
Yeah, good, thank you, mate. Nice to be inside of a shop today.
Sure is. Different location this time. And what's been happening this week at RFOX?
Yeah, lots. We've obviously got the TVs sort of out and about now. A little bit more integration work to go before we've got the NFT platform in. We've been tidying up the law for the avatars. That's going to be pretty cool because I think we've sort of spoiled a little bit in the sense that we're going to start going through what all the characters mean, their background, and then talk about the fact that we're giving people an opportunity to vote for how their quarter gets developed. So they're acting as governance tokens, which is sensational, and really got a very good and deep lore behind where these characters came from. So working on that, getting ready to roll that out. And then we've also got the NFT platform and marketplace about to sort of integrate into the vault and also into TV as well. So lots keeping us busy at the minute.
Yep, there's a lot going on, and it'd be good to hear a bit more about the governance tokens and the law and what that all means. Now, we're in one of the Vault shops. It is a testing environment. There's going to be a lot of changes made to these shop templates. And just for people that are new to the RFOX Vault, can you give them a quick rundown about what this all is?
Yeah, so this is one of the templates. We're gonna have a number of templates, and I think one of the exciting things that we haven't really sort of announced yet is that we're working on tools, and those tools will allow the shop owners to be able to use one of the templated shops that we've got. One of the new templates that we're going to have will be to have the entire shop as a shop, plus an outdoor area, plus a meeting area, plus offices, and it's quite substantially sized. But the great part about what we're going to do with the tools is we're going to give people the ability, if they've got Unity experience, to be able to build out a blank space, meaning some projects are going to put games in their shop. Other projects are going to sell land within their shop. So we've got a few really nice surprises coming for people very shortly. But we'll still provide the templates for shop owners that don't want to or don't know how, and we'll also recommend people that can help them build out. But this is just going to add an extra layer of value and scope to the shop owners for sure.
Okay, and what are the NFTs that we can see here over your shoulder?
Yeah, so that's the Mint Lab. There's a Bored Ape. There's also a Mega Moons Cogs pack, RFOX 2020. So number of different NFTs. Again, the shop owners can put whatever they like there. We've also got the Miss U Philippines in the background there as well. But obviously, shop owners can put what they like in there. And as I said, they don't only have to do that. They can do meetups, gatherings. They can charge for events that they hold. Some of the shop owners will use a template that's so huge that they could effectively have a concert in their own shop, as well as also, as I said, there's one of the projects has now come forward and they're talking to us now about how to integrate their VR game. So we're going to have a game in here very shortly as well. So that's going to be very cool.
Okay, well, I wanted to get on to a few questions, and we're at the final month of the quarter and almost halfway through the year. So I want to look at some of the milestones coming up on the roadmap. So some of the key ones are the blockchains that are coming to the NFT marketplace. There's also on the roadmap the Arkamoto second quarter MVP being released. We also have the first Avatar NFT mint coming. That's a big one too. And also you did mention the law earlier, so I wanted to ask some questions around that. So there's a few things to cover. So firstly, the blockchains coming to the NFT marketplace, additional ones, some of them that have been suggested on the roadmap are Matic, AVAX, and IMX. So whereabouts are we at with these new blockchain integrations?
Yeah, so with Immutable, we've been working for a while to sort of get that one going. So that'll be one of the easier ones to do for us now. Any EVM or layer 2 we can do. Solana's a little bit more tricky, but they just take a little bit of work now. But now that we've got Ethereum up and running, we can do any of the EVMs or layer 2. So we'll add them in order of demand. We won't sort of have something that's fixed that's not subject to change, because obviously that will change, and obviously the market's in a precarious situation as well. So we'll play that by ear. As far as the avatars are concerned, that law will be dropping in the next week or so. So start to ramp up the marketing for that. So that's exciting. And then, as you said, all of the assets in this quarter, which I'm sure people will get to have a chance to look at soon, on the outside, you'll notice that the buildings and everything are very similar to the buildings that were spoiled as far as what Genesis would look like. So a lot of these assets that we're building now will be polished up and then used in the middle piece that joins the four quarters together. And now we're busy working on Calanova and then Arkamoto for what their MVPs look like.
Yeah, fantastic. And yeah, so Arkamoto, second quarter MVP, that's coming. So that will enable users to explore, this totally new section of Vault, and there'll be some new experiences there, and it'll really increase the size of the metaverse. We've only currently got the first quarter, so the playground will certainly be expanding from there. How's that build coming along? Can you give us any spoilers? What can we expect to see in there?
I think what this market's made us do is assess the rhythm of things, and one of the things that we're sort of making a beeline for is the different templates that allow people to do more things and add more value to the shops, and then to flick on the tools to allow the creator economy to come in, because I think that's going to be extremely important, especially considering we've now got some of these companies coming forward and saying we've got a game that we're building specifically for our shop in the Vault. How do we integrate? So I think the number one priority for us is to continue to build the MVPs for the two quarters that we've sold so far, which is the Calanova and Arkamoto. But at the same token, we've got to get these creator economy tools clicked in so that people can come in and start building and creating assets. And we've got a fast track way to do that with a partnership we're working on at the moment, which will bring in thousands of developers that can come in and create assets and items and really start to build that content. And as you know, with the other metaverses, the one thing that they're starved of is content. So we want to focus on making sure we've got tons of content for people coming into the Vault.
Okay, great. And now let's move on to the first Avatar NFT mint. That's going to be really exciting. It's going to be quite a unique NFT sale. I mean, it's not just a JPEG. It's not just land. It's going to be a key revenue generator as well for RFOX, and also bringing a lot of utility into the RFOX ecosystem, plugging it into the Vault. It's going to be awesome once this all comes together. Are there any other NFT sales like this that we could look at to compare for reference? Have you seen any similar ones?
We've had a lot of people talk about using the NFTs avatars for governance, but ours will actually literally mean that you've got the voting rights. And even though we're going to have other NFTs from other projects come into the Vault and be compatible, you won't be able to use those to vote. So the direction of each quarter will be determined by the citizens of that particular quarter. So there's 4 different main quarters where the avatars come from. Each of them have a bit of a different background, so they have different programming, different philosophies, views, mindsets. So that's what the law is going to introduce. And you've got the blue light, which is sort of like the energy source for everything, and that's you've got a group of people that look after that light as well. So this is going to become fun for not only people wanting to shop, but there's also people that want to go to entertainment and events, and there's also going to be people that are really getting into the law and the gaming side of things. And the great part about that is that it is fairly unique in the sense that these people will decide what happens as far as the development for their quarters are concerned, and you'll have people coming into the Vault to buy or rent shops that will be sort of consulting those people as far as what can you offer me and why should I build in your quarter. I think it's going to get quite competitive between the different citizens for sure.
Okay, wow, that sounds amazing. And there's around 1,300 of these avatars in the first sale, right?
Yeah, so 1,300 OGs, 1,000 of them will be for sale, and 300 of them go to shop owners. So if you buy in the future sales, which is for the music quarter and science and technology quarters, you'll also get free. You'll get free avatars and free apartments. So you essentially have the right to claim 6 avatars and 6 apartments, 3 of those being OG avatars. So there's a huge incentive to buy the shops as well. Now that the shops can actually become much more than just a shop space, I think you're going to see some real value come into those shops for sure.
Okay, yeah, sure, and really levels up the offering. And any chance these avatars will be able to wear digital assets from external developers? Are they interchangeable?
So the actual original, the 10,000 citizens will be fixed because they come with CCO licensing as well. So you can go and start up your own brands or whatever based on that. And they're pretty sensational looking actually. So very, very excited to spoil that. But we do have an avatar creation tool that will be launched fairly shortly as well. And those so you can effectively mint your own avatar and also then do collabs or dress them up in different creator economy clothing items and metawear. So that's something that we're very, very excited about. But for the first 10,000, those will be fixed because they've got badges and uniform sort of things that denote which quarter they come from. So it's kind of very specific and very important that they can be recognised from a governance perspective.
Okay, got it. And how and when would these avatar owners be able to use their avatars in the vault?
Yeah, so you'll get the PFP straight away. The avatars can be created straight away. We'll look at implementing those in either the third or fourth quarter of this year, meaning that you can actually start to come in and load them up and use them, and we'll get the voting process going around the same time. So what we're trying to do is make it that we do the mint passes, you don't know what you're going to get, then we'll do a series of reveals, so by quarter, then by rareness, by the different scarcity and traits. And then what will happen is once they're fully revealed, they'll be ready to go. Those avatars ready to use in the vault.
Sounds like a good way to do it. And in terms of, I guess, quality and how they're going to rank compared to other NFTs and avatar projects out there, what are you going for? What's RFOX going for? I mean, like, we see some top projects like obviously, the apes. We see really successful projects like Azuki. What's the standard that's being aimed for?
Yeah, so we're going closer to the AAA standard, so quite different to the ones you just mentioned. But the thing that's really important as well is the fact that they do have that versatility and they have that governance, and you can actually earn from staking. You can earn rewards from staking those as well. So we're really going more for the lore, the story, the background. And I think what I was saying before is that people will get very much invested in a particular quarter. So once they start to reveal what quarter you're from, I think you'll see a lot of selling and trading and all the rest of it, because these mindsets from the citizens from each quarter are very different in their philosophies and makeups. But again, once you hand that over to the community, they'll decide how that plays out or continues or whatever going forward.
Okay. And now onto the law, which you mentioned. What can you tell us about that? I know it's on the verge of being released, and it's all going to tie into the vault and the avatars. What can you share about this now?
So basically, they're I don't want to give away too much, but they're not human, and they've been programmed with AI, and they've each been given different things. So for example, I'll give you an example of the music quarter. They would have a lot of input from music and language so that they can, when they do space travel and they do explore, they can actually identify sounds, record sounds, understand communication methods, and then beam that back to Earth. So each of them have a different programming set and path, and they've developed societies and cultures based on those.
Okay, well, that's something to get us started with. And not human and programmed by AI, the first image that came to mind was Mark Zuckerberg. I don't know why, but anyway, he sounds very cool, and a lot of creative energy's gone into that one. So let's wait for that all to be revealed. And for anyone who's interested to learn more about the RFOX economic model, you can go to rfox.com. All of the details are on the website. Now, Benny, time to wrap it up for the week, and I'll leave the last words up to you.
Yeah, just want to say thanks very much for everybody that follows us, supports us, and sticks with us. Obviously, the world's going through a pretty difficult phase at the moment, so we'll put the foot down to try and make it so that you guys can come in and have lots of stuff to entertain yourselves and to enjoy yourselves in the vault. So keep following the socials for those updates and releases.
Okay, thanks, Benny. Thanks for joining. Great to see you again. Have a great week, everyone.
You too, mate. Thank you. Have a good one.